It's time for the Savvy Realtor Podcast. I'm Walter Storholt alongside Angie Cole, the owner and broker in charge of A. Cole Realty, serving you throughout the Triangle, teaching you about the ins and outs when it comes to buying or selling a home. You can find the team online by going to acolerealty.com. That's A-C-O-L-E realty.com, or by calling 919-578-3128. That's 919-578-3128. And now it's time for one of the top realtors in the Triangle, Angie Cole, and the Savvy Realtor Podcast.
Okay, we got a question here from Trent to kick us off this week. And Trent is in Raleigh. And this is a good question, Angie. Trent says, hello, I'm only 16, but have been running a successful local business the past few years. I've been saving diligently, and I'd like to purchase my first property. I'm thinking something near NC State that I can live in during school. Have you worked with someone under 18 before, and are there any limitations when it comes to buying a home for a younger person?
Yeah, Trent. So, first of all, congrats. I can't say that I was in the same place that you are, being 16. So, that is just amazing and an accomplishment that you are in a place where you are ready to purchase your first home. So that's super, super smart. Pay for your own investment. Don't pay for someone else's by leasing, right? Now, we have helped some, younger age, buyers before, but in order to actually buy a home, you must be of legal age. And so, you can have, some input on it, of course, maybe, financially or whatnot, but it actually needs to be someone of legal age limit who would then purchase the home. Just because if something were to happen to them, it would fall back on you, and as not being someone of legal age, being 18, you cannot take on those responsibilities. So, maybe you have thoughts, maybe one of your parents, maybe that they could assist you with doing the loan under their name if you do plan on getting financing and have it deeded into their name. But yes, you need to at least be 18 years of age to actually have your name as being owner on the property.
Man, that is a bummer.
I know. I'm sorry. But once again, it is never too soon to be smart with your money and put it towards an investment like real estate. And I'm only assuming that, your parents would be happy to assist you, with that process. That's amazing. Yeah,
it's a great question, Trent. Congratulations. I'm wondering what the business is. Angie, are we talking about, just a lot of lawn mowing money here, or something like a true business that you've started or going to continue to do while you're in school? Very interesting story for sure. So great question, Trent. Thanks for sending that one in. Sounds like you got to wait a little bit longer before you can officially pull the trigger on buying your own properties, but keep saving and get ready to invest when you hit that mark, because unless you're going to college this year, you might be able to still get that benefit of having a place that you're living in that you own during your college years versus, having to, rent from somebody else. So it's a great strategy and very interesting to hear about your pursuits there. Great question. Thanks a lot for that, Trent. We've got another question here, Angie. This one's from Amy. Amy is in Durham. It says, I'd like to invest in real estate and make income off of rental properties. What kinds of personality traits are good for people looking to get into that? And do you have any suggestions for how a beginner can get started?
That's a great question, Amy. And, that's something that I see a lot of individuals, focus on. It's always smart to, if you have the means to do so, and you can buy, of course, at a lower rate, it's great to, invest in properties, whether it be for flipping or long-term rentals. It's not a quick fix, right? But over time, you'll be building your portfolio. And, long term, maybe you decide to sell off one of those properties because it's appreciated a lot, or maybe you eventually pay it off. So now it's just you're receiving all of that income, collected from the leases. So super, super smart. But as far as personality traits, I would say someone that is savvy, someone who understands numbers. Numbers is a big part when it comes to, looking for investments and understanding, the ROI, the return on investment, the profitability, you need to make sure that you are great with numbers. And there's a lot of spreadsheets for stuff like that where you can input all of the data just to make sure that it is a good purchase for you long term. But above and beyond that, Amy, I would definitely, get the assistance of a real estate agent who is also savvy in investments. You want to make sure that someone is guiding you not only on some great locations, which would probably be popular for tenants. You would want someone who has been down that route, understands the contract to close and negotiations, and who can really lead you in the right direction to make sure that you're able to build that portfolio and make smart buys.
Yeah, it's so important to be able to do that. And unfortunately, Amy, a lot of people get into this whole process without the proper guidance. And that's what leads to disappointment and frustrations in being a landlord and turning properties into income properties. So just make sure that you've got some good counsel through the different parts of the process, and that you kind of embody some of those traits that Angie's talking about there. It takes a little perseverance sometimes to have to, go fix a toilet at 2 a.m. or something like that for your tenant, or having the means to hire a company to do those things for you.
I was going to say, it depends on how much time you have to invest. You might also want to get those vendors in place. So a general contractor, a plumber, electrician, a cleaner, just so whenever you need something really quick fixed and completed, you aren't always the go-to.
You've been listening to the Savvy Realtor podcast. I'm Walter Storholt alongside Angie Cole. She's the owner and broker in charge of A. Cole Realty here in the Triangle. And if you have questions for Angie, we invite you to go online to acolerealty.com. Listen to past podcast episodes on the website, read the blog, and all the great information, including the option to find a home right there on the website. That's acolerealty.com. And you can also call Angie with your questions, 919-578-3128.